What's up, heathens? How y'all doing? Today, we're going to be going over some more comments, but first we got to crown the winner of the dumbass comment from last week. So, last week's winner was this dumbass right here. Yes, we are suspecting that this could possibly be a Delano, sock account or something. The mannerisms seem to match with telling me to suck balls, even though it's got a girl name. So, I don't know, but yes, you Delano won dumbass from last week. If you happen to pick this one from last week, then you win 1,000,000 God points. Remember, God points are a lot like the collusion between Trump and Putin. Apparently, it just doesn't fucking matter. Be sure to vote for your dumbass comment this week. Speaking of comments this week, we get a few people trying to tell me what to fucking do on my own channel. We managed to find one not complete asshole Christian last week. Somebody doesn't like the fact that I don't think Jesus existed at all. Oh no, what a miserable life, fuck me! Apparently I need to learn more chords on my ukulele. And somebody wants me to Google something so I can exit the Matrix. Who knew that Google had the door to exiting the Matrix? If any of this sounds interesting, please stay tuned. Today I learned between 63rd and 76th Streets in New York City, scientists discovered an ant species found nowhere else on Earth. It has been nicknamed the Manhattan. Cool play on words. I thought this was really interesting in how cool evolution is, and that you can have species that are distinct to only certain areas of the world, no matter how small. Madagascar is pretty diverse in its life. Alright, here's another little bit of how our ecosystem works. A fence built to keep out wild dogs has completely altered an Australian ecosystem. Without dingoes, fox and cat populations have exploded, mice and rabbits have been decimated, which, by the way, wrong use of fucking decimated.
Thank you.
And shrub cover has increased, which causes winds to create large dunes. So when you fuck with an ecosystem, it never turns out right. Life finds a way. Fucking Ian Malcolm and shit. That's the take. They should really watch Jurassic Park. Although Jurassic Park could have used a few more. Today on Raw Story, they revealed that Jehovah's Witness leaders, a Jehovah's Witness leader warns members to destroy evidence of child abuse claims because Satan's coming. It's probably having to do with the blood moon or something. I don't fucking know. But the fact that these Jehovah's Witnesses are always looking to stifle any kind of exposure to how horrible they fucking are, it just astounds me that people can still stick up for the entire organization.
How about you stop beating your babies?
Yeah, stop beating your kids, and then maybe, it's probably also sexual abuse because they have a lot of fucking that going on. But anyways, comments of the day. Prepare to face bomb myself in the next work. So, GE, I like your content, but please don't yell into your mic. You're giving me tinnitus. And I believe it's safe to assume I'm not the only one wearing headphones. I yell, get over it. I try to warn you with earbud warnings. Sometimes I forget. Get off my fucking back. All caps, you should always know, remove earbuds. I mean, if you haven't figured that out already, then, I don't know, turn up your hearing aids. All I'll say about this guy, the dude, is he comes across as a half-decent, not complete asshole. Too many assholes out there these days, and this makes nice change. Disclaimer, I've not watched all his videos, so my assessment is based on the content here only. Cheers again, GE. And I do have to say, the Joshua, not Jason, Joshua there, he was actually kind of decent, but yet, I mean, he had a map on his wall about how conspiracy shit works. So, I mean, conspiracy Bible shit. So now this guy on my Flat Earther Disproves Gravity, I think I had some kind of comment about Jesus mythicism. If you didn't know, I'm a mythicist. You don't like it, that's fine. Don't leave the door open when you leave. I find it very difficult to believe that Jesus did not exist. There are even physical fragments of parts of the int which have been radiometrically dated to the late 1st century. I doubt if any pure legend could have inspired such a mass movement in such a short time. Alright, so to address this Roswell conspiracy theory. It went from like a downed experimental aircraft, or what people saw was just sheets of metal, right? It went from that to fucking, the government's hiding alien bodies, performing weird anal probing experiments on them, and they're all lying to us, and now the aliens have invaded. Oh fuck, there's reptilians out there! Now there's fucking reptilians. And that was only so long ago. That was what, the 50s? 40s, 50s, or something like that. So don't give me this shit about how it's such a short time that this whole fucking crazy shit would have happened. It could have bloomed pretty quick. That's just how false information happened. If you guys haven't been watching the news lately, false information spreads faster than true information. That's why I gotta work so hard every goddamn day. Don't misunderstand me. I do not believe that Jesus was divine. I do not believe in the claimed miracles. I think that such notions are pure hype. But I do believe that Jesus was a real person who lived during the Roman period in Israel, created a movement, and was killed by the Romans. First off, Jesus was technically killed by the Jews as per the Gospels. Okay, the Jews are the ones that compelled him. In the Gospels, I mean, Pilate didn't really give a fuck about a Jew. In actual history, he cared even fucking less about the goddamn Jews. There was this one point in time where he sent a whole bunch of Roman soldiers dressed up in Jewish attire into a crowd of protesters and just had them slaughter every fucking body. He didn't care about, keeping Jews alive, really, other than the fact that those were the people that he was ruling over. As far as all that goes, there's no evidence to suggest anything that he's saying. This is all purely conjecture. It's just assumptions. He's only making assumptions at this point, which is something that they levy against me all the time. But hey, you know what, David F. Meyer, PhD? I mean, you got a PhD, so you got to be right? What a miserable life! God is real! Why go through so much trouble trying to prove what you don't believe? Sad. This sounds like a lazy Trump supporter, to be quite honest. Like, just with the sad part, like, it doesn't even have a sad with an exclamation point, which is his signature thing. Just sad. I'm interested in theology. I'm interested in early Christianity. I'm interested in these subjects. I don't have to believe in the things in order to investigate them and talk about them and all that other kind of shit. You don't have to be either. Like, you don't have to believe in the faith in order to investigate these things. So, I mean, whenever somebody throws this at you, just, all you can really do is just let them roll off your back, because, they really just don't have anything to say. That particular comment right there doesn't have anything to do with fucking Flavius Josephus, but, they decided to leave it anyways. Alright, so this is on my question to a bunch of Christians, and Chris Collins, I appreciate you watching on YouTube. He says, I would ask, why do Christians think it's rational to believe an all-powerful intelligent agent simply always existed, yet it's irrational to believe, or just less plausible, that a cosmos of unthinking atoms has always existed and physics just slowly rearranged those atoms? I think that's a pretty good question. They would probably just appeal to there needing to be some kind of moral agent or conscious agent in order to do that. That totally negates all of natural laws and physics and all that kind of stuff. So, it's a logical leap on their part, obviously. Learn another chord! I like KC's picture. That was a good idea. Hey, I know 2 chords, bitch. I don't know another strumming pattern, but I know 2 chords. I'm working on others. Alright, so this one's an earbud warning too, so earbud warning, people. Comment! I don't know what comment is, but at least he commented. So this comes from Crackers. Alright, Crackers, thank you for talking to a cracker about cracker shit. Sucking God's D would actually be incestuous. You are sucking the Father and the Son at the same time. That's a double penetration into your jowls, okay? Just think about that. The next time someone's like, oh, let God come into your heart. It's like, I'm not letting him DP my throat, motherfucker. Seems a sweet, meaning human being, but the proof is none. Godless, you should do a music compilation album. Oh, fuck, I agree. It'll be full of fucks and shits, and I'll be shitting on the flat earthers, the creationists, and everybody. I ain't gotta learn shit, you understand me? I hear those fucking rappers going black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. I can fucking, I mean, they just learned the 3 fucking words. I can definitely do this shit. What about that one mumble rap, motherfucker? I can definitely go. Google, we have been lied to about the nature of our reality. To exit the matrix and find actual proof of God, our creator. No, dear soul keeper, I will not Google that because it's not going to make me quote unquote exit the matrix. Skylar Barrett says, seeking evidence when you expect to find the evidence you're seeking is called confirmation bias. I would agree. Confirmation bias is one way to get around that pesky old thing called cognitive dissonance. Let's see. And then there's this guy, Google sucks balls, spelled in a very weird way. He says, he is correct about some atheists not wanting evidence. If the evidence was in favor of the existence of the biblical God and there was compelling evidence for its existence, I would then be convinced that it exists, and that would really suck. I definitely do not want this evidence. I would say that I would definitely want the evidence, so I'm totally, completely, different from you. I wouldn't want that kind of evidence, or I would want that kind of evidence, because if that's an accurate portrayal of reality, I would want to know about it. So I guess I'm just too much. Let's see. G.A., you are wrong! His name is Joshua, not Jason. Great video, but then again, that's the only type you do. That's fucking right, that's the only type I do. God damn it, motherfucker. Yeah, I accidentally called him Jason because I wrote the my comment on today's video and the description at like 6 a.m. this morning, so I fucked up a little bit. So this is on one of my morgue official videos. When did Marilyn Manson become a new age cult leader? Thank you, heathens, for making it to the end. Have you picked your dumbass comment this week? If you have, go on ahead and leave me a comment with your vote for dumbass this week. Personally, I kind of like the guy who was like, I don't want evidence of God. But I want to know what your favorite one was, so leave those down below. While you're down there, make sure you smash that like button and subscribe if you like this kind of dumbass content. Don't forget to stand up and use your voice, and I will see you heathens later.